So if you have a large plate of leftover turkey, here is how to make the most delicious wrap. You can also use it with leftover chicken or anything else in the future. I'm going to start by making a yogurt and mango chutney mix, because you know turkey can be a little bit dry, so it's really good to keep it moist. And of course, if you use plain live yogurt, you get lots of brilliant good gut bugs in there as well. So ideally use a nice thick yogurt. Maybe Greek yogurt is good. You can actually mix yogurts together. So I've got some regular plain live yogurt there. I've got a little bit of goat's yogurt, which also tends to be quite thick. And then just for good measure, and only because I've got it to use up, I've got some kefir yogurt. And of course, the more different types of yogurts and fermented foods that you mix up, the greater the diversity of gut bugs. So I've got about 4 tablespoons there of plain live yogurt, whichever kind you fancy. And the full recipe actually is on Earle Wellbeing. You've got the link right below me. So now I'm going to add some mango chutney. So couple of tablespoons of mango chutney, go in, mix that all up together. And then if you like chili, you can add a few chili flakes, or you can add a little bit of chili powder. For me, I'm not mad about chili, so I'm actually going to add just a sprinkling of smoked paprika instead, just to give it a little teeny bit of a kick, but without being too much. So once you've mixed your sauce up together, you can, if you want, you can add your turkey to it, or you can pile it all into the wrap. I'm actually going to add mine in. So I've got obviously really nice clean fingers, and I have just broken the turkey up into bite-sized chunks. And then I'm going to mix that into the yogurt mix, just so the turkey is really nicely coated and it loses that dryness that you so often get with leftover cold turkey. Then into my wrap, I am going to add, first of all, when putting it together, put the lettuce in first. So I've got a nice romaine lettuce. This is quite a crisp one. You can see where I've started to chop it. Now, because it's winter, lettuces are really out of season, and it means that they tend to be higher with pesticides. So if you can, try and get an organic lettuce, or maybe even a homegrown one that you've grown at home. But if you can't get that, then make sure that you wash it really well. So I'm just going to continue to chop that. And the nice thing about a romaine lettuce is that it's got a lot of flavour, because it's still got the dark green colour, unlike an iceberg, which is a bit flavourless, but you've also got the crunch. So it's quite a good one to choose for a wrap like this. Now, when I'm using a wrap or a pitta, you can either have a ready-made wrap, you can make your own flatbreads. There's recipes on Earle Wellbeing if you want to learn how to do that. These are gluten-free. I've got somebody in my house who doesn't eat gluten, so use a gluten-free one. They're also higher in protein, so if you're maybe following keto or trying to be low carb, then they're a really good option. Or you can use a wholemeal pitta bread. So if you're going to make a pitta bread pocket, just slice down the long side like this and open it up. And then I'm going to pop my plenty of lettuce in there first for the stuffing. Then I'm going to get the turkey mixture. If you haven't got lettuce, you could use watercress, you could use rocket, you could just use loads of parsley if you wanted. Anything that gives it a bit of green, a bit of crunch. You can add things to it. You could add cucumber. Something that I like to add is just a little bit of kimchi or sauerkraut into there. I've got my homemade jar of kimchi going, so I might just add a tiny bit of that as well. Obviously, the more diversity, the better it is for our gut bugs, and the better it is for flavour. And then last but not least, I am going to add a little bit of chopped parsley. Now, you can use coriander, or you can use parsley. I don't really like coriander, so I'm going to use parsley instead. And of course, season it with lots of salt and pepper